Hello and welcome to episode 3, Your Worth is Not in Your Work. Letting go of hustle as identity, a heart reset for productivity addiction. Hi there, Radiant Souls. I am so glad you have found your way back to this space. Take a deep breath with me for a moment. Just one. Inhale the air exactly as it is and exhale the pressure to be anywhere else. This is Divine Radiance, a sanctuary for intentional healing. And today we are going to talk about a habit that many of us wear like an armor. We'll talk about the hustle, specifically the quiet, heavy realization that we have mistaken our to-do list for our worth. For the longest time, I existed in a state of doing. If I wasn't producing, I felt invisible. If I wasn't busy, I felt behind. I used to look at a finished checklist and finally only then allow myself to feel like I deserve to take up space on this earth. Maybe you know that feeling too? That restless itch in your chest when you're trying to sit still, the guilt that washes over you when you take a nap, the way you introduce yourself by your job title before you ever mention the things that actually make your heart beat. We've been conditioned to believe that our value is a math equation. Output equals worth, but I'm here to tell you and to remind myself that this is an equation is a lie. Hustle is not an identity, it is a survival mechanism. And while it may have served you once, it isn't the truth of who you are. Not a machine built for maximum efficiency. You are a living, breathing soul meant for connection, for wonder, and for a simple existence. When we tie our worth to our work, we become fragile, because what happens when the work slows down? What happens when our bodies demand rest? If our identity is the one who does it all, then the moment we stop, we feel like we are losing ourselves. So let's try a heart reset today. I want you to imagine just for a second that everything you did today was stripped away. The emails, the chores, the projects, the errands. If you did absolutely nothing productive from this moment until the sun sets, will you still be worthy of love? Will you still be worthy of belonging? Would you still be a good person? The answer is a resounding divine yes. Productivity addiction is often just a way to avoid the quiet parts of ourselves. We stay busy so we don't have to feel the emptiness. We stay on so we don't have to face the parts of us that feel inadequate. But grace doesn't ask for a resume. Nature doesn't ask a flower to hustle to prove it belongs in the garden. The flower just blooms because that is its nature. Your nature is to be. Your work is something you do, but it's never who you are. If you are listening to this and you feel exhausted, not just in your body, but in your spirit, I want you to hear this permission. You are allowed to be unproductive. You are allowed to have hobbies that don't make you money. You are allowed to rest without earning it first. Your worth was decided the moment you were born. It is inherent. It is fixed. It is unshakable. Nothing you add to your calendar can increase it, and nothing you remove can diminish it. As you move back into the world after this episode, I invite you to catch yourself when the hustle starts to whisper, when that voice says you don't have enough done today. I want you to answer back with I am enough simply because I am. Let's practice the art of being rather than doing. Let's reclaim our identity from the hands of the hustle. Thank you for choosing softness today. Thank you for honoring the soul beneath the work. Here is a guided meditation returning to your enoughness. Before we close today, I want to guide you through a brief meditation, a moment to come home to yourself. If you are able, gently place your feet on the ground. Let your hands rest softly on your lap, your heart, or by your sides. Allow your shoulders to lower even just a little. Take a slow breath in and a long, unhurried breath out. Now imagine a warm, golden light hovering just above your head. This light is gentle, it's patient, it's the kind of light that doesn't demand anything from you. It simply arrives to remind you of what has always been true. With your next inhale, imagine the golden light slowly pouring down over you. It moves across your forehead, smoothing the tension, you didn't even realize you were holding. It softens your jaw. It loosens the tightness in your throat, the place where unspoken expectations tend to live. Let the light travel down your shoulders, melting the invisible weight of should, must, and not enough. Feel it move through your chest, expanding the space around your heart. You don't have to earn this light. You don't have to perform for it. You don't have to prove anything to receive it. Every breath, let this light whisper to you, I am enough when I rest. I am enough when I pause. I am enough simply because I exist. Let those words settle into your body like seeds. Let them root. Let them become familiar. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, slowly releasing anything that no longer belongs to you. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the room around you, back to your body, back to this moment where you are already whole. If you want to take this work deeper, here are a few journal prompts to explore. Move slowly. Let your answers rise without judgment. Where did you first learn that productivity equals worth? Think back to childhood, school, early jobs, or relationships. Whose voice taught you that doing was safer than being? What emotions come up for you when you rest? Guilt, fear, relief? Let yourself name them without trying to fix them. What parts of me feel unseen when I'm not producing? Is it the playful part, the creative part, or the quiet part? What would your days look like if you truly believe that your worth is inherent? Describe the pace, the choices, the boundaries, and the softness. What is one small way you can practice being instead of doing this week? Is it a 5-minute pause, a slow morning, a hobby with no outcome, or choose something gentle and doable? What do you want your relationship with rest to feel like? Not what it should be, what you desire it to be. This is Divine Radiance. Until next time, be gentle with your heart, lower your shoulders, and remember you are worthy just as you are.